stage game, Heroes at the Edge of Desolation, with the Obsidan Souls. Can you guys tell that I've missed you? I've missed you. Again, I am Becca, the GM for this game, and here are my lovely players. We have our group of 6 condensed to 4 for tonight and possibly continuing on because life happens. But I'm super excited. And like I said earlier, the plans that I have for you all are going to be lovely. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We play a game called 13th Age. It is kind of like D&D on steroids. You start stronger, faster, and more heroic, and you end up possibly dying a lot faster because all the monsters are also stronger, faster, and more heroic.
I feel like that's like a Daft Punk song.
but also, do your plans for us include dying?
I mean, also you have to think about it. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. So good luck, Becca.
Thanks. I'm the GM. I'm considered a god. Oh. I'm kidding. Sort of.
Sort of.
It has been 5 weeks, I think, since the last time we were together. Thank you for all our viewers who tuned into Chris's game, which was a lot of fun to watch. The strangling scene.
Kind of like a bicyclist on fire. Sure.
It was great. We had a good time.
Yeah, it was super fun.
We did.
Look, lawn darts are important to us.
They were very important to me. Very.
Yep. We're gonna but yeah, so it's been a while, but welcome back. Sorry, I'm gonna remind myself where all my screens are here. Who remembers what happened, 5 weeks ago? How about our chat? Anyone in the chat? I don't think so.
There's something about 2 emotes.
That's because
from Rookcat.
Well, that's because Rookcat is always here. I'm sure Rookcat remembers what happened 5 weeks ago, but for everyone else, I am more than happy to recap. The group, having found a forge in the lost Dwarven city, discovered that this would be the perfect place in which to forge a piece that could balance out the elementals again. They journeyed on from this forge to Bracken Lake in search of the water elementals and whatever issues were happening. When they got there, they discovered there was no longer a lake. It was simply a dried lake bed. There were runes along the edge that suggested an elemental had been imprisoned, stuck, maybe tortured. And the group destroyed one of the runes and moved on to visit the center of the lake. As they got closer to the center of the lake, it became clear that what had happened was not finished. There were spires, great stone spires, jutting up from the center of the lake in a circle with lightning traveling between them, keeping something imprisoned in the center. And the group was undecided of how they were going to deal with this. Trip climbed a spire to investigate it, was struck by lightning. Darul and Balnay decided to take off running. Balnay's feet got stuck and pulled into the ground by angry earth elementals. And Y attempted to negotiate, plead, entreat the earth elementals to do something in order to help them. However, the earth elementals were still quite upset with the death of their king a few short days ago. And as a result, she began to be pulled underground. The spire that Trip was on exploded, sending her leaping, and she definitely landed on her feet. However, the lightning coalesced into a ball of angry energy that came shooting towards the group. And as this was happening, Vave and Miles are standing about 20 yards away, staring at the group, wondering why in the world they agreed to this.
Pretty much. I'm prone to dying. She's died multiple times. Definitely questioning. I mean, especially Trip. Like, Trip, why'd you climb up there? That's my question.
Well, because I thought that there was a legitimate reason. I thought they were like, oh, this is resonating. So I was like, I don't know, I'll get up there and maybe like something. I don't know. Look, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
You know,
Lightning was not the bad decision. Doing so while lightning was traveling between them all might be where the thought process stopped. But, I mean, she was right. She climbed it, and she did see some runes that were helping to keep this elemental imprisoned. So she got some answers. Someone is clearly locking up the elements.
all right.
I'm sure that was an excellent comeback Trip. Unfortunately, you were muted. So I'll just have to imagine what it was.
What?
Whatever you had just said was muted.
Oh no, Hank spilled an entire Coke on the floor. So what I said that was muted was probably not appropriate for this channel.
Fair enough.
Cool.
As we had ended our last session, I had gone ahead and called it early because we were about to start a combat as this ball of energy is shooting towards the group. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey,
So,
icon relationships.
I suppose we can roll those before the battle begins. Why don't you guys do that? Roll your icon relationships. To remind our viewers, because the icons are different from those in the Strangling Sea, our friends here, we have the Wanderer, an old wizened man who's very similar to the ideals of the Great Gold Worm from 13th Age professional subject matter. The Guild, a group of somewhat sketchy people who can get you anything you need for a price. And sometimes that price turns out to be a little high for people. The Rivener, a somewhat bloodthirsty undead being who walks the earth in order to convince others to not follow his path. Demoloth, the undead king of the plains of Dust and Ash, who's trying to break through and come back. And then that covers all of them here tonight. We had a few more. However, those icons disappear with our players. And so we're left with 4 main ones that are shaping this campaign. So guys, what do we get?
I rolled a donut with a donut.
Cool.
What does that mean?
I mean, a
What?
donut.
Oh, zero.
I got nothing.
Well, I got a 6 with the Guild and a 5 with Demoloth.
Yeah, I got a 2, 3, and 4. So nothing.
I got a 5 with the Rivener.
5 with the Rivener. And for our friends watching, just because they have relationships with these things, the Guild, the Demoloth, and the Rivener, none of which sound particularly kind and benevolent, that doesn't mean they have a positive relation with them. It could be conflicted, like they don't really know where they stand or how they feel about it all, or it could be even a negative relationship in which they are trying to attack go against this icon, and when they call in help, it won't necessarily be from the icon itself, but perhaps from those who also oppose said icon. So if Trip calls in a 5 on Demoloth, Demoloth himself is not going to show up to help her, if that makes sense. So cool. After that, you guys need to roll initiative. Oh, it's been so long since I've rolled these pretty dragon dice. Oh, well. Huh.
It's a 26 for me.
Okay. I mean, that's really good, Miles. So,
I got a 16.
14. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I don't roll.
you don't roll, my dear.
You are no longer a rolling queen.
I mean, honestly, that was the worst fighter in the world. I don't think I planted a hit once in that entire 3-shot.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I was channeling Miles.
Hey, Miles hits now. He figured out what he needed to do.
Tino rolled above a 10.
I got an 8, Becca.
8. All right. And then, Trip, you have a 9?
8 or 9. I don't. One of them. It's been a while. I don't actually remember anymore. I'd have to look.
I mean, yeah, you probably do have to look.
Yep. What level are we for?
4.
What year is this? Who am I?
2020 still.
2020 can get the heck out of here. I tell you what. All right, here it is. All right. It's an 8.
It's an 8.
No, actually, I think technically, so I think once more, I think I might be playing her wrong again because it specifically specifies if you are a human, set the die to 4.
No.
And then at the start, you can set a natural roll of your initiative to 2 instead of rolling a die. I've been this entire time adding the dex or the initiative modifier to it, or so. I mean, is it a 2 or is it an 8? Because either one, it becomes one or the other. I'm not a human, but that one was just the other sentence that I was trying to explain, that they just have set it to this instead of that.
You can set the natural roll of your initiative to 2.
Oh wait,
instead of
natural,
rolling
which
a
means
die.
if it's okay, never mind. I figured it out. Carry
So,
on.
yeah,
Don't listen to
I
me.
think 2
It is an 8.
plus the mod, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 plus mod. Okay, it's an 8.
Cool. All right. Yay for figuring out characters after 2 years.
Right. It's been 84 years.
No, it hasn't. It's almost been 1 year.
This little maneuver is going to cost us 51 years.
All
I don't
right.
know what that's.
So,
It's a
Miles,
movie.
It's all right. We got it.
the battlefield is set. You are up first, and as you watch, Y, who was kneeling on the ground in supplication before the earth elementals, gets sucked beneath the ground. Balnay, who attempted to run back to you, is sucked beneath the ground, and Darul is just sprinting as fast as his little dwarf legs can carry him. You see Trip left alone out there as this ball of energy comes hurtling at her. What do you do?
Yeah, how close
This
am
is
I?
Darul.
What's that?
I said after your turn, it's Darul's turn.
Oh, yeah. How far away am I?
You're currently far away, but you can get to nearby with a movement.
Okay, cool. Also, second question.
Mhm.
I'm assuming this is an elemental.
Probably
Do elementals take poison damage?
not. I mean, Might, but a earth, not an earth. This is not an earth elemental. This is an air/energy elemental.
Sorry to ask all the hard questions right off the bat.
That's fine. This is great, guys.
I just want to know. So I'm either going to use the Scorpion Whip or I'm going to... Oh, man. Or I'm going to short bow it. So either way.
Well, you do know from your fights against elementals that non-magic damage is not as successful.
My Scorpion Whip, does that count as magical? Because I don't know. I think it's a magic item that I have, but I'm not sure.
Your dagger...
My dagger was also specially forged by my good friend Darul.
It was. I don't remember that your dagger had become particularly magical yet.
Cool. I didn't think so either.
I know. But this whip, the poison would be a magical effect.
But that brings up the question of, does poison actually do anything?
But that's very generous to say that poison is magic. And
So-
if poison is magic, then yes, it would have more of an effect.
All right, I'm going for it. I'm using the Scorpion Whip.
Okay, so for that, you are going to have to use your movement and then your quick action to get to the energy elemental.
Okay, that's fine. Does that use... That doesn't use my attack, though, does it?
No.
Okay.
Unless I did that wrong, and it does. But nope, right now it doesn't.
Well, I don't think I'm going to hit it, but I did my best. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Cool. So I'm going to do 4 points of miss damage.
Look at all that miss damage you guys are doing. So strong. Yes, just like that. Okay. Darul, you are up, and then the air elemental, and then Vave and Trip.
I'm far away too, right?
You are on the edge of far away. You are still technically nearby.
No, I
It's
am.
faster than you. You didn't quite run as fast as.
I mean, yeah, I get it. My legs aren't that long, but thanks.
I twit.
Like, it took Paul his
Balnay.
first movement to get to you, and then he was nearby, and then the next movement to get up and engaged.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the clarification. It's just the one air elemental, correct?
That you see, yes. Feel like being a player again. Christmas.
Yeah. No, you know what? Just if you had delaying by taking a sip. Well, then Darul would turn and swing with his mom hammer.
All right, so Darul moves back to be engaged.
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. And that die has been naughty, so I'm picking a different one. Where? I need to use my killer die. Man, last week I got crits and other things.
It's because the last time you were the GM, and so
I know. Does a 16 hit AC?
No, it does not.
Bullocks, 4 points of missed damage.
So there are two people up and engaged with this air energy elemental. So it is, going to do a shock attack. In case you're wondering,
Not excited about that.
you are thrilled, Miles.
I don't think I am.
Maybe say you were ecstatic, electrified.
boogie woogie.
Boogie, woogie.
Good one.
All right. It's also gonna hit Trip, who's still nearby it. Sorry, it's 1d3 enemies, and it rolled a 6. So I got red, yellow, and white here, guys.
White.
Well, Miles chooses white, and that is a 15 against his PD.
That is a negative.
I'll choose red.
Right. Trip. It really doesn't matter which other color you chose because it's either a 28 or a 29 against your PD.
Well, screw you, Miles.
I'm quick.
So
I'm a cat.
He's not.
Done.
It's not his-
He's just like,
It's not his fault. He just.
Darul and Trip, you two are going to take 14 damage.
Yay.
Woof.
that's
As
smart.
it shocks you.
That's smart.
Are these
Oh, God.
elementals
That's
mooks?
already down.
Or
apparently.
what? How do we know when the enemies are mooks?
I will tell you, this is not a mook.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And
Just making sure.
We just have one enemy, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be a strong enemy.
Babe and Trip, it is now your turn.
So I'm staggered.
Uh-huh.
Just throwing that out there. So wait, you said it's now both of our turn?
You both have an 8 for initiative.
Okay.
So it's up to you who goes first.
Doesn't matter.
We'll just go alphabetically, so I go first. Okay, so I'm going to mend the corporeal fabric because I'm staggered. So that basically means I gain a focus, so I stay at 2. So I stay at, stay at, I started with 1. I always gain a focus, so I remain at 2. Yes, anyway. And then I'm going to spend a recovery to heal and add my wisdom modifier to the amount healed. So I'm going to do that. And that is my turn.
Cool. I'm going to try to use Death's Gauntlet to. Oh, first, can I run up and closer to the elemental?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm going to use Death's Gauntlet to try to hit it.
Okie dokie.
Does an 18 hit?
No, that misses.
We're doing great, guys. 4 swings, 4 misses.
Cool. How do we tell if something does miss damage?
It'll say if it has missed damage.
Most melee attacks do. Not all spell attacks do.
Okay.
If you're swinging with Death's Gauntlet, it probably has missed damage of your level.
It does.
Wait, how many?
It says it right here. Miss.
Oh,
Damage
damage
equal to
equal
level.
to your level. That is a true statement.
So Death Gauntlet. This is the one, as we remind our players and Becca, that you call on things to come out of the ground and grab it.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's grabby hands that are getting shocked, and they're like, ah!
Ha ha ha.
I like the visual.
All right. So
I'm ready. I'm attacking.
excellent. Before you do, this might be falling up. Let's see.
Yay!
I need it like
Slightly that way, and you're good.
this is what I'm going to do. No, it's not difficult. It's not
Good enough.
high enough. Hang on. There we go. There we go. It's just completely in the way. So it is escalation die at +1.
Cool. Oh, beautiful. I just rolled a nat 20.
Don't celebrate yet. Last time you got 1s for your damage.
You missed. No,
That's
wait.
not.
Don't celebrate yet. Last time it wasn't good.
All right. So I'm using the Scorpion Whip. I'm also adding my sneak attack damage since Darul is engaged with it now.
Okay. Still not visible on the Twitch stream.
I just bit my tongue.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Oh, that was the pains. Oh, that was the pain. The pain.
3, 4, 7.
Are we mathing?
Yeah. So that's going to be. So this includes 3d4 of poison damage.
Okay.
I just hit like a truck, just so you know, and doubling it gets me 60 hits, 60 damage.
60.
Oh my gosh, 60 damage.
Paul.
Bonito over there.
Yeah, I've never hit nearly that hard before, so this is like mind blowing, and I'm loving it.
I have unleashed my true potential.
This is my final form.
This is it. This is the time to get. Anyway, so, do me a favor and roll a save for me, just a straight save.
I got a 15.
Excellent. Tell me how it looks when you just stab
That's crazy.
and kill the earth element, or not the earth elemental, the air energy elemental.
So, because it was a whip, I'm going to say that it sort of like caught the lightning air part of it, and that snap at the very end sort of just like made it dissipate into nothingness.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, so it dissipates, and suddenly the elemental that was there in front of you is gone.
Woo woo.
Silence kind of reigns, and you realize that for the past few hours, as you've been traveling in this dry lake bed, you've been hearing that hum and thrum of that electricity, and there's been just a cackle or a crackle in the air, and now it's silent.
Gonna like look around like
I say you to Trip, do you want to go scratch those runes and make sure they can't turn back on or anything?
She'll chitter to herself, why does she always have to scratch the runes? And yeah, she'll go do that.
If you're still staggered, you need to.
No.
Okay.
Mend the corporeal fabric got me pretty much nearly to full health again.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, the roll's just a little bit like, okay, so much for, anything. Thanks. That was good. It still only counts as one. But now what?
Hey, I just saved you, so
You didn't save me from it. Didn't hit me yet.
you were running like a little girl.
Oh wait, no, I ran because of the lightning. It did hit me, and I turned to fight it. That's not running away. That's fighting.
Okay.
Sure, John.
I distracted it. You killed it. I had a part to play there.
Okay. I'm gonna look around. Is there anything in the center of this thing now? Center of these pillars?
So you're gonna go investigate in the center of the pillars? Cool. What's everyone else doing?
Is there anything left of the elemental?
I'm scratching
No. Miles ripped it apart.
Miles again.
Hey. That was pretty cool.
All right, so I'm gonna go scratch a rune. Scratch a rune. I don't know. It sounds like that dumb.
Rule.
What?
Dave and Rule, what are you guys doing?
I guess just looking around to see if there's any people, if there we're in the lake bed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can we see in the distance? Or is it
You guys have been alone for at least half a day.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, babe.
I mean,
No, okay, go ahead.
while she's gonna scratch the post, I'm gonna scratch my backside and use a recovery. It's kind of like, well, okay, so much for that.
Oh my Lanta. So
There.
dwarves. All right, so I'm scratching this rune. Can I find? I don't know.
So you
can I-
climb a second spire.
What?
You climb a second spire.
Yeah.
And... All right.
I'm back up to full.
Neat.
Sorry.
Yeah, you scratch away and destroy it, and you feel a bit of the tension in the area fade.
It's not real.
I have a question. Did I see earth elementals? Are they still around?
There were no earth elementals in the vicinity. Y was talking to the ground,
Oh, okay.
and they pulled her under.
Cool. Works for me.
They might still be there. But you get to the center, and Paul, you find a place where a water elemental probably lived and was the thing supplying this lake. It is gone. All
Does
that's
it-
left is an empty shell.
Okay. Does it look like a starfish fits there?
I mean, no, it's not in a star shape.
Okay. So it looks like someone has taken the elemental away.
Or dried it up or destroyed it.
Can I just pour a little water in there? I'm
Yeah.
assuming I have some ration water, so
Okay.
just to see if that does anything.
Some
I mean-
ration water.
If you didn't have any water in bottles, there's other ways to obtain it.
Oh my gosh. You're really laying on the dwarven tonight, aren't you?
I
I
had
was
to
going
be
to put that nice and say we have a starfish, probably.
I don't think
Oh,
we
yeah.
have.
Or the magical starfish that we now no longer have access to.
No,
Yeah.
I will have access to that.
Would we see why in Balnay?
Or yeah, or
Ooh.
did Balnay just like get
They're
I know.
gone.
so as far as we're concerned, Balnay was just sucked into the earth and Y just poofed out of nowhere.
Y was also sucked into the earth.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I know I cannot speak to elementals, but I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna yell out to the ground.
I can do it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell her to yell out to the ground and say, "Hey, can we have that starfish back? It's a water elemental, and we might be able to revive your friend."
The water elemental? Is that
Yep.
what you're trying to do?
The lake water elemental. We might be able to save it with the starfish elemental. We'll see. I don't know. That's my thought. Is there anything special about the shell? I feel like I should know that too.
Yeah, the shell is has a very shimmery inside, like a mother of pearl. It is about 3 feet in diameter. And yeah, when you pour the water in, you hear almost musical notes, and then it kind of fades, and you just kind of watch the water evaporate.
Okay.
So
Right.
Vave is speaking to the elements, huh? Vave, darling, how are you doing this?
Oh God, no! Don't do it. It's a trap.
Well, I'm just gonna use. I don't know. I'm just gonna like. I guess like get on my hands and knees and start like kind of whispering to the earth in their elemental language and see what happens.
Okay, what do you whisper to it? I know what Miles told you to say, but what are you saying?
Well, I'm gonna tell them what Miles said, and then tell them that we're trying to help the balance of the elementals, and this would be helpful to restoring the balance.
Okay, Trip, are you continuing to climb spires and get rid of runes?
What? I'm climbing spires. Is that
Are
am I climbing more spire?
Yeah, are you climbing other spires in order to get rid of runes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
So,
really trying to. There we go.
Vave, as you put your hands on the ground and speak in a pure elemental voice, you feel the earth answer back. And as you're sitting there with your hands on the ground, your hands become enveloped in dirt, but like you could easily pull them free. You're not getting pulled under. And a face rises, so it is right in front of your face. And it speaks back to you and says, I mean, again, elemental isn't purely words, but more of a feeling and form and thought. And you hear it say to you, friend, we can return the starfish, but the elementalist must stay. You're muted, sweetie.
I'm just gonna say okay.
Brutal way to leave one of your friends, that you've known for a whole year.
Why?
I figure since if we can bring balance to the elementals, they'll spit her out eventually.
Yeah, in 50 years when she tries to attack us again.
I mean, that was definitely a joke about her name, but
I mean, there might be a good reason why she is attacking you guys. I don't know. Maybe she feels abandoned.
Yeah,
So,
makes sense.
yeah. Let's try to reason with her feelings instead of killing her first. Good idea.
yeah, the elemental feels your agreement, and you see a section of earth kind of shift, and various equipment kind of pop to the surface. You see a stick. You see a bag. You see a bucket of water. Some cloaks, some rags, some really shiny armor, and you realize they're also sending you Balnay stuff.
Oh, nice.
I want that. Also, I'm gonna grab the bucket too.
Right, the bucket is what I want. It has the water and the element.
Okay, or we could grab it and hold on to it for our friends.
Yeah, we'll just use it in the meantime.
What are you using the bucket for, Miles?
No, that's where the starfish is. It's holding the starfish.
So first you say it's weird to pee in the desert, and then starfish bucket. Okay.
No, we've had the starfish bucket for years, at least a couple months, I feel like at this point. Anyways, I'm gonna go grab the bucket and then pour the water into the shell thing and just see if anything happens this time.
Okay. You just pour the water from the bucket.
I'm sure I'm going to put the starfish on it too at some point, but yes.
So just the water kind of swirls around in this shell. It lasts a bit longer before it evaporates.
So it's probably outside forces. So I guess I won't put the starfish on it quite yet and see what other people
Or
discover.
it's just being absorbed into the ground because there's not enough water.
At this point, Trip is about halfway around the circle, scratching out runes.
Cool. I'm going to go help her scratch out the rest of those runes, and then I'll come back and, rally.
Okay. So Miles climbs the spire to scratch out runes. Trip continues on. A few more minutes pass, and then you guys are finished. You gather around the bucket with the starfish.
Yep.
What do you do?
Pour a little water in there and say, "Hey there, little elemental dude." Yep, just like that.
Hello, guy.
All right.
Inappropriate.
No, I just couldn't tell if we were muted or not. I got confused. I mean, I'm the one that's talking about peeing on things, so I should. If anybody should be muted at this point, it's probably me.
Miles, you pour a little water, and it seems to stay in the shell this time. Trip, you are standing there just kind of watching, and you feel the ground shift beneath your feet. And you feel...
I feel what beneath my feet?
You feel the ground shift beneath your feet.
Okay.
As if it's becoming loose.
Oh, no.
And...
On top of the spires?
Did you come back down after you finished scratching out the runes?
Oh, I guess so. I mean, I guess that would
you
make
now
sense.
perched on top of one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would make sense. Yeah.
You refused to come down.
And Trip stayed there forever. The end.
And as you're standing there, and you're feeling the ground shift beneath your feet, very thin stone column rises in front of you. And on top of it is a small crystalline necklace.
I'm gonna grab it.
Cool. This necklace does have magical properties.
Okay.
And you get the feeling that it is the elementals thanking you for destroying the runes.
Oh. I'm gonna put the necklace on.
Okay. So this one is great for you. When you hit with an attack, while you are staggered, you will gain 10 temporary hit points.
Did those stack?
With her temporary hit points from another spell, yes.
Like if she was, if she was staggered and hit and was still there, and then hit again in another.
This would be once per battle, and it has a recharge of 11 plus. So at the end of battle, she rolls a d20 dice, and if it's above 11, she can use it again the next battle.
Got it.
Cool.
You answered the real question that I was asking, even though I didn't know how to ask.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Once per battle.
kindly bow to the little elemental shell thing and start moving so that I don't accidentally get sucked into a lake.
Okay, the water stays in the shell.
Oh, cool. Hey, I didn't know the starfish just, pours out water, so I just assumed.
Yes, but your starfish is still in the bucket.
Right, but this is a shell, and it's like, I feel, oh, wait, the thing.
The runes.
Well,
Can
the
we
runes.
just keep dumping water from the bucket into the lake?
I know.
Sure.
I don't think we need to, though, do we?
Well,
You
if
can
there's no
sit
water
there and
from the
just
shell.
pour the water from the bucket. It'll only take you a few days of standing there to fill this lake again. And if you leave taking the bucket with you, the lake will eventually dry up again.
So we should just leave the starfish, is what she's saying.
Wait, but we need the starfish for the thing, for the ritual.
Wait,
Or,
the ritual in the forge, or you mean that?
Yeah, the ritual in the forge, because we need something earth, fire, water, air for all of the, to forge something. I don't
The
know.
starfish is alive.
Yeah.
I just thought we would take.
Could we take the shell, maybe?
So,
you could,
all right.
you could pick up the
Could
shell.
we maybe just take some water?
They said
But it has to
thank
be
you
something elemental.
gift. They didn't ask for anything else. Let's just.
Also, the guild still wants this thing.
Yeah, well,
you are
It
correct.
wants a bunch of stuff it can't have.
It's okay. I can part with it, and then if I need it, I can come back for it later.
The starfish?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying leave the starfish. I'm saying they didn't ask for the starfish. Let's just take the starfish and we poured water in, scratched out the things. We're just let's go.
But then if the lake dries up,
They didn't ask for us to fill the lake.
I feel morally obligated to fill the lake.
Sorry,
So
let's
take the shell.
and obligations. No, let's just. They didn't ask for anything else. Let's just. You can fill it later. We're gonna do a thing and save the world and stuff. Like we'll come back and fill it later, right?
What do you think, Trip?
I knew you were going to ask that.
Rude to ask. Spoilers.
Okay, so to recap here, we haven't. I mean, so Earth Elemental, as far as we know, is dead. We freed the Fire Elemental. Did we just free an Air Elemental?
No, this
No.
is a. I think this is supposed to be a water elemental because it's supposed to be a
No,
lake.
she's not talking about this one. She's talking about the lake.
No, the one that we were just in battle with.
No,
Oh,
I mean, some say that death is, freedom, but
Well,
I don't think that's.
I guess I'm just trying to figure out. So what does putting water back into this lake do to further our agenda?
I
Takes
don't.
3 years off our lives.
I don't think it does anything for our agenda. The thought is, for the greater good, we could leave the starfish who's still producing water and take the old shell of the elemental and use that in
Are
a
you
ritual.
sure the shell was an elemental?
Becca, the shell and elemental. It did whistle as I poured water into it, so that made me feel like it was special.
Or it could have just been the air moving out as the water made room in.
If you want to know if the shell is an elemental, I need you to roll a I know elementals check.
I definitely know elemental. I rolled a nat 20.
I rolled a nat 22.
Holy cannoli, you two.
What background are you using to prove that you know elementals?
Wait, say that again?
What background are you using to prove you know elementals?
Temple diplomat.
Rifle Temple Infiltrator. Say it.
Now,
Okay.
where these temples come into play is everything's built around generally gods, but in a sense, elements are some of the first gods. So I've seen many elemental things in my days. That's what I got.
Okay. Darul, what is your background that you're using?
Yeah, I'm stealing Fanon of Truth's answer. Friend of Y, that's my background.
It was amazing.
That was brilliant.
Friend of Y. As a friend of Y, how do you know elementals?
I always got an itchy feeling in the back of my skull when she was up to some weird stuff with elementals.
Okay. Do you have the itchy feeling in the back of your skull right now?
God, I do thinking about that. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Oh, I don't like that.
This shell is essentially the dried husk of an elemental.
So it's dead.
Man, that's... I don't know.
Okay, well then, so the reason why I ask is because we need to deal with this, but do we have the time to deal with it right now, or could we come back to assist this lake? Because I mean, other than it's going to take how many? It's going to. I mean, it's generous to say it's going to take 3 days of us to sit here filling it.
Right. My point isn't that we need to stay. I'm just saying we can be kind to the elementals and leave this living starfish here and take the shell of their old friend, basically, and use it in the ritual, just like we're using the heart of the earth elemental.
Oh, well then sure, yeah. I thought you meant we're going to sit here for 3 days. That's what I thought he thought you meant too.
Oh, no, I just meant leave the starfish, take the shell.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Tally-ho.
Howdy-o!
So who's carrying the 3-foot wide shell?
I'll carry it. It'll keep me shaded.
I want to know who looks like a Ninja Turtle. All right.
That makes sense. He is the small one,
I
so
don't want to do it.
I already picked it up.
also, just in case it wasn't stated, we do go and pick up all of Y's stuff and who?
Balnay.
Balnay.
All night.
Yeah.
Oh, your real good friend.
We take their stuff.
Okay.
Gatekeeping.
So
Corpses aren't
yeah,
out,
there's
aren't even
stuff.
cold, but I don't know what I'm
But
saying.
there's no corpses, so it doesn't matter. No, we take it for
Exactly.
safekeeping. They'll come back.
Maybe they're coming back.
I mean, there's a nice petrified wood stick. There's some nice armor. There's a really sweet sword that, shoots lightning once per battle.
Yeah. I don't think I can have any other magical stuff equipped, but
You have to switch it out.
ooh, I might be able to do that.
How good is the stick at back scratcher?
It's an excellent back scratcher.
Oh my
good.
god.
Just really quick. Got a itch in my
So,
arm.
I think that one you should give to Vave here, since she does magic.
Yeah, but my back
I'll
itches.
take it.
It is a +1 to your spells attack.
I'll take it for you.
Just put it down. Back scratcher.
+1 to all attacks.
I have +1 for attacks though.
So just figure out if you have too many magical items and then get rid of
How
one.
many magical items?
You can have 4 because you're at level 4.
Okay.
What does the armor do?
Oh no.
That's
Ninja
that is
Turtle.
what it looks like.
He is so mad at you. You see that little face of his?
Oh, did you steal the dog's bed?
Yeah.
He's sitting on
He's on the couch, but still, he was like, "What are you doing with my bed?"
There's also some shoes. Okay. The armor, it's heavy armor. Roots and tendrils trail from the suit of heavy armor. On command, the armor roots itself to the ground, increasing its AC bonus by +1, but keeping the wearer stuck. Freeing the armor from the ground and ending the stuck condition takes an action. And then the +1 bonus to AC is lost when you become unstuck. But yeah, that's heavy armor. I don't know that any of you can wear heavy armor.
I mean, I could, but I'm a little bit small for it.
Yeah, I didn't think barbarians wore any armor.
Wait, do you have to have like a certain strength level or something?
No, your class will prohibit it.
Oh.
Yeah, like if Trick
Yeah.
had heavy armor, she would just become stone. Never moving.
Yeah.
There's also the Grave Walker's shoes and the Sword of Thunderbolts.
What are the grave walking shoes?
The Grave Walker's shoes. When you move, everyone nearby feels a sudden, inexplicable chill that seems to be in time with your footsteps. You get a bonus of +2 AC against opportunity attacks provoked by movement. But this bonus is lost for the rest of the turn if one of the opportunity attacks hits.
Okay.
Chris has a hand raise.
How good is the sword at scratching the back?
It will cut you.
Bad. Good idea. I mean, good. Good to
Can
know.
I have the sword? If nobody else wants it, I'll take it.
Can you use swords?
Yeah, I think
Or
so.
are you giving it to Sparky?
Ooh. Give
I
it to
will point out, Babe,
Right.
that this award is from the Keeper, an oxen of great renown who is charged with keeping the Desolates safe and healthy. And you probably fought against her at a previous battle.
Nice. Also, on that note, she could pry off her gauntlet thing and swap that out with a sword.
Wait, why do I need to swap it?
You can only have 4 magic items.
I only have 3 at this point.
Oh,
I
dude,
think.
just take the sword. My bad.
Oh, did you find anything that says I can't have it?
I didn't look.
I thought that's what you were looking for.
Anyway, thank you all of our viewers for watching us try to figure this out.
You know.
This
Inventory.
is what happens when you loot your dead party members' bodies.
It's an unfortunate
Wait.
truth. Hold on, I got it.
You will have a -5 to your attacks.
Yeah. Longsword -5 to attack.
Yeah. But since it's like an elemental thing,
You'll have a -5 to your attacks.
But with lightning bolts, a -5 to your lightning bolt attacks.
Yep.
is it worth it? Is the question.
Just put it in your backpack. Call it good.
I can't use it. I don't want to carry it if I can't use it. That's
you can,
stupid.
You can
Wait.
sell it.
I'll flip the shell the other way around so that then it's a bowl. Just just start putting things on there.
Oh my god.
I like it. I'll just carry the heavy armor and the Gravewalker shoes. I'm not going to use them.
Well, I'll take the Gravewalker shoes if you're not going to use them.
All right, you take the Gravewalker shoes. I'll carry the sword thing. What's the sword called? Something Thunderbolt?
Yeah, the Swords of Thunderbolts.
Nimbus 5000.
Something like that. Slight side note, in another game I'm running, I gave a player, she found a flying broomstick. Needless to say, when they got captured and thrown in jail, the broomstick was taken away, and it was quite devastating to this player. They also
Sad.
lost 8,000 gold pieces, but, it
That's
was the
cool.
broom that really hurt.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, I mean, considering when we played another game with somebody else, how much a certain broomstick destroyed the hordes of. I feel like that broomstick did more damage than my character did.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
you're not. Yeah, broomstick.
Yeah, I'm ready to climb those mountains and get that air elemental thing on board with us so we can go save the world.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, you guys are climbing the Feather Range Mountains. Excellent. One of you is carrying Trip, who is napping.
In the bowl.
in
Yep,
the-
great. Now it's a dwarf carrying a big shell with a Varthan on top. Great.
Sounds about right. Awesome. So you guys walk on,
Is it?
heading to the Feather Range Mountains.
Correct. Any chance we can just stop somewhere on the way and get some sort of a special backpack that we can shove this Gigantor shell into it and it just magically shrinks it?
There might be something at the great city of Gatemark.
Can we stop
Or
there on the way? real
Fireheart.
quick?
Oh no, we're definitely going to Gatemark because that's where I'm from.
But is it on the way?
It's in the Feather Range Mountains.
Sold. Let's go there.
Mm-hmm.
We got this team fund and we need to use it.
Wait, why do you use it?
What?
Because we did.
You guys head to Gatemark. Darul, can you tell us some of your favorite memories of Gatemark?
I can't.
Oh,
Ha ha
Oh,
ha
no. Oh no, you didn't. You.
ha. Yeah, can we get that back sometime?
yeah, so you guys show up at the city, and Darul, you're like, I should know what's going on, but it looks all right, I guess. People in the street wave to you and say hello. Yeah, but you guys get to these massive gates, and standing outside are various dwarfs, and they stop your group, ask for either papers or your reason or like passports, identification of some sort in order to enter the city.
I'm gonna say we are the Obsidian Souls, and we are here to.
Wait, can we just like show them the rule and be like, he's here, and just like walk on by?
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're the Obsidian Souls, and this is Drul's hometown.
Yeah, Darul who?
Yeah, he doesn't know. We're trying to figure that one out.
Okay, well, if he doesn't know, why should we know who he is? And also, you're the Obsidian Souls. Do you have any paperwork?
No, but
You
tons
don't
of people.
have any paperwork for being an adventuring group.
But hold up,
We
people
do.
have been stopping and saying,
We do have we have it's the seals, we all got them at the beginning, the very first episode. I stole mine from what's his shoot.
Boaz?
Boaz, yeah.
From Boaz.
So as
Yep.
Miles
Open the coat. Boom.
yeah, there you go.
As Miles is going, what? No, of course we don't. Trip smacks him on
Trip
the
just
back of the head. The guards see it and go, oh, of course. I see you're from Druthin. Okay, sure. You can go to the Wayfarers Inn, and in the morning, you can go on your way.
Thank you. Can we see any other parts of town? Stupid question. I'm gonna just keep walking.
They kind of twitch a little. All right. It's fairly easy to get to the Wayfarers Inn. Yes, Darul.
Aren't you a rogue? Can't you be, suave or savvy or crafty or something?
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
Something.
You might be.
I poison whipped an elemental today already. My final
that
form,
was
I have to recharge now.
Time out. That was like 2 weeks ago that you poison whipped an elemental.
It takes at least 2.5 weeks for me to recharge of my full potential. So, bummer.
Sure. So yeah, you make it to the Wayfarer Inn.
What's it look like?
Clearly built for people who are taller than dwarfs. It is about 10 minutes inside the gates, and they're make a perception check. Wisdom plus a background plus a d20. See what y'all see. See what you gotta see.
I am just going to go with an 11. Roll the 10 plus a 1, and, my background and other things might really not do anything for me. It's kind of fuzzy.
Okay.
I got a non-nat 20.
Awesome. Babe
14.
and Paul, was that a 27?
Yeah, 27.
All right. Darul, this inn is clearly for people who are not dwarves. My 14, dear babe, you see that this inn, it's not shabby, but it's very much a faux decorating scheme. Like, it's not real gold, it's not real stone. It's a lot of fake materials to make it look really good. And as you kind of look at some of the buildings nearby, you realize that this building isn't made with that usual typical dwarven craftsmanship. With a 20, Lee, and so all you guys are seeing this if you have a number above what I have said. Lee, you see that it is definitely not the good dwarven craftsmanship, but you do notice that while there aren't many dwarves inside the inn, there seem to be quite a few in the alleys around the inn, almost as if they are watching those who go into the inn, like which adventures are showing up.
Oh, dang
And
it.
Paul,
Can I be kind of creepy to him as we walk by?
yeah, because they don't expect anyone to notice them.
Yeah, I'll definitely, as we walk by when we get to that point, since I feel like we're all kind of still, but she'll move like her like mandibles and kind of like, and then just keep going. Yeah.
Nice. Miles, with your 27, and you see Trip kind of scare a couple, and one of the ones that jumps, you see on his hip flask an inlay of a golden leaf.
Like the guild golden leaf?
Like the guild golden leaf.
Well, I have a 6 with them. Can I don't know, cash that in to further assist in identification of this specific person?
Yeah, you know this person.
Oh, shoot. Me?
You've met him at Carex.
You know him. I pointed him out.
Is he one of the people that I just scared?
Yeah.
Guess I'm gonna recognize him, unfreak everyone out, pull my like mandibles back in. I don't know how, whatever she looks like. And chitter to Miles, and I think Darul actually started learning Barthen.
Yep.
Hey, I know this one. Why do I know this one, Becca?
You recognize him from Carex.
From Carex.
Carex is the coastal town where you had met and found Colin. It was on. You may have also recognized this guy from Shadow's Reach. So
Is
it's
he a
very
dwarf?
interesting to find him here. He is a dwarf, and so he's fitting in with everyone here. But you have seen him before, perhaps even gone to drinks with various groups of people, which included him.
My back's feeling itchy all of a sudden. That's weird.
Do I know his name?
Yeah, you do. What is it? Would you like me to come up with the name?
I've never known a name in my entire life. Well, the name that just popped into my head was Richard, and I don't feel like that's very dwarven.
Richard, I like it.
Wait, is he a captain?
No.
Richard.
We call him Crayon, like a crayon, but crayon.
Okay, so his name is Richard Crayon. However, he prefers to go by Cave Bender.
Cave Bender.
Wow.
What a metalhead.
You know, whatever.
His name is Richard Cran, and he goes by Cave Bender.
Kind of like face.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting right now.
Yeah.
It's better than calling him Dick.
A few people might call him like Brick Bender to his face because or not to his face, behind his back, because of the few times that he's like, oh, this is where the caves are, and you've come up against a wall, and so he gets lost easily.
Okay.
I almost wish now we decided his name would be Richard, so then he could be Brick instead of Rick.
Is it Richard?
No,
Tell me,
Richard.
Lee.
Richard is good.
don't know. You can still call him Brick. I don't know.
I don't know what to call him.
Anyway, that's what you say to it back behind him of the back.
I'm holding a
Anyway,
cheek.
so Trip's actually going to come up once she recognizes who he is. She's going to, drop the scary face and, get her adorable little like big eye face again. And she'll chitter to Miles and Darul. I know this one. His name is Cave Bender, right?
Yes.
Okay, but then she's gonna say, but his real name is actually Richard Crayon, and he's really bad at navigation. And then she'll walk up.
Cool. Before we interact with this guy, is there anything else that I notice? Like, do these people look like lowlives who are just ready to pillage the weary travelers or anything like that?
They are probably there to report on who shows up and to make sure that you do not go outside of, where visitors can be.
Cool.
You don't get to travel around Gatemark freely. All ye non-dwarf.
All ye who are not dwarfed. Okay, cool. So it sounds like I'm going to go up to Richard and say, hey, Richard, long time no see from, my friend Trip here. How's the navigating going?
He kind of startled. Well, I'm here, aren't I? Sup, fortune teller. You said we would see each other again.
She'll say, yes, that's what I say to everyone because it's the most predictable thing that can happen. Anyway, how are you? And she'll see if any of them will translate for her.
Yeah, I'll just keep mediating.
Cool. So he says, I'm fine. Are you, you're an adventurer now?
It's fun. Chitter, chitter. I don't feel like clicking tonight.
Oh, you're fine. This is your group?
Yes.
What happened to that scary red one with the scary one? I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to ask that at all. So you stayed here, obviously. If you need anything, just let me know, and I'll see if I can help.
Actually, we do need some stuff. We need to know why are people not allowed to be wandering around this city? And is that the understanding that she got correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's easy. You're not a dwarf.
This one is.
Sure, so he could go wander, but he wouldn't wander around the city. He would know exactly where he's going.
My dude, my guy. You're well, so here's the thing. What if I just start going places?
You are going to be enticed back here or outside the gates.
Why is racism so rampant amongst dwarves?
It's not. It's come here. And he kind of leads you guys a bit deeper into this alley, and he goes, okay, it's not because you're not dwarves, but because you're not dwarves, you're gonna go missing. We've lost some non-dwarves, and it's just easier to keep you guys contained. And like, there's this, there's a shopping quarter. You could go shopping.
Where did these people go missing?
So if you knew that, they wouldn't be missing.
Where were they last seen? You jerk.
Right. I mean, he's right.
I mean, yeah.
Well, they were exploring some of the empty parts of the city, where nobody's living right now, and they didn't come back.
How
Do you
long is
think
this
it's
been
pretty-
happening?
Couple time units.
So is that why you're only allowing adventurers in to see if they can help?
Yes. If you guys go missing, well, you'll probably be okay versus, small birthing child. Not so okay.
Have you ever seen a Verthan child?
No, I just thinking about it is terrifying.
There's a
Like-
lot more teeth. Our faces haven't fully grown.
It's more tooth than face.
Claws. And she'll.
Okay.
But on this
Not
note,
birthing child. Maybe had Theron child.
I mean, have you seen Kitten's Claws?
No, but the kittens are adorable.
Hey, only we can call ourselves adorable. You can't call us adorable.
Fair. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, Zootopia. Is there any specific race
Reference.
that's missing more than others?
We could use a couple.
Elf.
It's just non-dwarves.
I mean, yeah, mostly non-dwarves. I mean,
Varthan?
definitely, if there's an elf in the party, it usually goes missing.
Yeah, our elf did that already. Okay.
Awkward.
Oh no, she was literally eaten by the earth. We're not really sure if she's dead or alive, but it's fine right now.
Yeah, it happens.
Worse things have happened to her.
She'll show up.
He's gone missing a few times at this point.
Yeah,
So.
and sometimes when she shows up with like a couple vials of blood or like, some other stuff. You never know. It's always a surprise.
Trip, it's been lovely seeing you. I'm going to leave now.
Hey, before you leave, she's gonna like grab the
Because
back of
he
his
started
collar.
to.
And then kind of like creepily move her, long like neck kind of around, and and then she'll chitter right into his face, which unfortunately Miles or Darul's gonna have to translate here, and she'll
boy.
say, "Who's in charge here, and who can we talk to?"
I mean, there's the possessed king, but you don't want to talk to him because he doesn't talk to anybody.
He's possessed.
There's the guild. around here.
Where is he?
At the guild.
Okay.
But if you just go walking in, then he'll know I told you, and I'm going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, you shouldn't have told us then. Also, Possessed King? What's up with that?
So
I
the
eat
Possessed
yours.
King is an icon from the world of Tanar.
Wait, say that again?
The Possessed King is an icon from the world of Tanar. That's the world we're in. So the dwarves, they were like, our gods are in this cycle of death and rebirth, and like once they die, they end up to be demons outside in the stars. So if we just like stop them from dying, they will become demons. So they encapsulated all their gods in Maiar crystal and froze them and stagnated their entire culture as a result. The Possessed King is the dwarf king who is filled with the essence of one of the gods that escaped. And so he's not altogether there.
All right, interesting. And what's the guy that we should go see who's in charge of the guild?
Oh, don't go see him.
Firebrand.
I mean,
I'm
don't
not
go talk to him.
I'm not asking the guy. I'm just asking you what his name was.
Francis Firebrand.
Thank you. Sorry.
My eye looks crossed right now, and I can't decide if it actually is or not. Kind of is a little. That's weird. This is what happens when you stare at yourself for too long.
I'm gonna say, well, thank you, Cran. You are more than welcome to wander the streets. Don't wander in those dark alleys. But we'll be seeing you.
No, you won't. Nope.
You sure?
No.
So, I mean, Trip's seen you a couple times now, so.
Nope.
You live around here?
Nope.
I'll see you again. Don't worry.
And he kind of shuffles off.
So we should probably just go talk to this Richard or the Francis Firebird guy. Do we want?
What time is it? Because if it's night, maybe we should wait for tomorrow.
Good call.
It is late. You arrived as the sun was setting.
No late night shopping then either, I would assume.
I mean, you are underground.
Oh. I didn't realize this was an underground place. Do we want to just get a bag that can hold this shell and do some other stuff?
Yeah, I think that would be great if we can find. Are dwarves magically constipated in this realm? Like how like in a lot of fantasy worlds, there's like no magic in dwarves. Okay, that's not the case with these in 13th Age.
No, but their culture is stagnated.
Okay.
Anything from like 2 previous ages ago is the like incredible wonders, like that door that you saw underneath Druthan with the face carved in it is from 2 or 3 ages ago.
Okay. But
before they encapsulated their gods. Nowadays, they're not magically constipated, but they don't have a lot of beautifully intricate or superb items. But they are always looking and trying to gather back items from previous years.
Would we even be successful at finding like a bag of holding?
Yes. but
Okay.
not in a shop.
Ooh, what does that mean? Some panhandlers?
Sounds suspicious. That sounds suspicious. That sounds suspicious.
I mean, someone did like throw her 6 token for the guild, just kind of out.
Could we just snag it from Dude Bro, Richard Cran?
Cave Bender certainly doesn't have it.
But I bet he knows where to find it.
I bet he does not. But maybe someone else in the guild, would be willing to make a trade.
I already used my token.
I mean, can we have Cran take us to someone who would be willing to trade?
I have a token for Demoloth.
Yes.
It's a conflicted relationship, so but would that lead me, since I inherently have inner workings with the seedier people, would
Sure you do.
would that work?
You with your seedier workings or your workings with seedier people,
Yeah.
would get you to someone who can claim to have a bag of holding.
Okay, but we would need proof. It's pretty easy, We'll just shove the person in it. They can live for 15 minutes before they suffocate.
Yeah.
Just flip it upside down, shake them out? Is that how that works?
Kind of. Yeah, so if you would like to call or to use that token, we will get you to someone who might possibly have a bag of holding.
Okay, well, we'll try it. I mean, it's 8:02, so I prefer to use them instead of lose them.
Okay. So yeah, you do that, and the group of you guys, you follow Richard Crane, Cave Bender, through the alleys. He doesn't seem to really notice that you guys are following him. And as you go, you notice that there's a lot less nice guild people and a lot more creepy guild people.
Good.
And you see a sign that indicates someone who deals in the black market.
Triple point.
All right, who's going in first?
Whipwell.
And I will follow right behind her, keeping
Excellent.
a close eye on everybody.
Okay, make some saves for me.
What type of, just a straight D20?
Just a straight D20.
17.
Well, I failed with a 10.
So Trip walks in, and Miles, you have enough time to see some lawn darts come shooting across the door jam.
Yank.
You manage to get 2 of them. Trip, you take 2 damage as 2 of them embed in you. And a very wizened old dwarf, if dwarves were like 2 feet tall and like super small, kind of pops up above the counter and goes, "Ah! Who's coming in without knocking? Do you have an appointment?"
No appointment.
Speak up, Barthen. You're the one who got shot.
Do you speak Belgian?
Do you?
Yes.
What do you need, Barthen?
She'll look to Miles and say, "Tell him we need a big bag, or the bag of holding."
Sure, you need a big bag of holding.
Do you
Well,
speak
yeah.
Martian?
Did you?
We would appreciate a bag of holding. That's what we're looking for.
Well, luckily, I might have one.
And how can we obtain it from you?
Depends. What do you have?
First, prove to us that you have a bag of holding, and then we can tell you what we have.
Oh, look. The big kitty cat isn't as dumb as it looks.
Ooh, yeah, I do like the idea of hissing back. Oh, yeah, no, Becca, no, we're not mad at you. We know this is the character, so.
Good. It's like, oh, please don't hurt me.
Yanks out lawn dart, stabs the person in the face.
Yeah, he's only like 2
Sure,
feet
make an
tall. We
attack.
could just pick him up.
You know, looks can be deceiving. But anyways, I hiss back and wait for his response.
He hisses back at you. He goes, okay. Here's
I really want to do the terrifying roar, you know, because that sounds more exciting. But yes, let's hear what he says.
I have a bag of holding. You have something to give me for this bag of holding.
That is correct.
Well, do you want money? Do you want services? Do you
This
want...
is a guild market. Why would I want money?
He wants items.
I want something special.
Give him the dumb scorpion thing.
The scorpion thing?
Yeah, the mask was on your
Scorpion
face.
mask?
Oh, yeah, I used to have that, but then Darul smashed it because it was being rude and stabbing me.
Oh.
But, I mean, between just us characters, we have the armor, and then we have the lightning bolt sword, if we would be willing to put those up for grabs, but I would also understand if we didn't want to.
Well, I don't know what Chris has, and he's not here, so I don't want to speak.
I have an old damaged book of the Scorpion General, which I would be willing to part with.
Don't we also have some blood from the Scorpion General?
Did that show up when the ground, spit out some stuff?
Yeah, because I feel like Y had that.
There's several vials of blood. However, you do not know which one is which.
I mean, we could just offer up all the vials of blood and be like, then one of these is a Scorpion General.
No, because one of those is Darul's, and since he's kind of a wanted fugitive from the guild, let's not do that.
Okay, fair. Anyways, what does this guy end up saying?
Oh, what have you offered him?
We haven't offered anything because he was asking for something, I believe.
Yes, he's waiting for you to offer something.
How about a book about the Scorpion General?
Boring.
Does it tell us how to find her? Perhaps how to free her?
I don't know where you're going with that. It does not.
Ah,
I have a ghost boar.
you do? That's interesting. A ghost boar for a bag of holding.
Well, I would want a couple other things in return because I feel like a ghost boar is huge and awesome.
It is. But so is a bag of holding.
I feel like you can throw in some other stuff if you're going for this ghost boar.
I'm not the one who needs something here.
So you're telling me you don't need a ghost boar?
Need and want are two different things.
Do you want to live?
Sure. Do you?
I can tell you one thing, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Shh.
Well, wait.
Hmm.
So theoretically, could we trade information? Do we have any interesting information? Oh, we have the ability to map the Scorpion General or the Scorpion General's prison.
You have a map. The
We
Chitinous Dungeon.
Oh.
we do have the map to the Chitinous Dungeon. I took very good detailed notes.
That could work.
That would get you a bag of holding. Not my best quality, of course, but it would get you one.
How about this? I'll throw in the book on the Scorpion General for a good bag.
But that still doesn't tell me how to get her out.
Why do you want her out?
I don't want her out, but someone else might be looking for that.
I happen to know that they will want this book.
I'll give you my golem.
No, don't get rid of the golem.
The golem and the map for one of my better bags of holding.
I mean, yeah, it's either I give the golem away or Becca's going to eventually find a way to kill it. So
How about
this just accomplishes
All right,
how
whatever.
more
about
beneficial
you
way.
for those two items?
I'm sorry. Say that again, dear little sheep girl.
Excuse me. Lord, if you please.
Lord,
your
Lord,
best bag.
right? Sorry, I interrupted you again. My bad.
Somebody else deal with this. I'm
One
kind
more
of
time.
getting pissed
One
off.
more time, Rachel.
Give us your best bag for it, is what she's saying.
My best bag for a map and a golem.
Mm-hmm. And the golem may or may not have information about the dungeon too.
My
The
best
golem.
bag for that book, the map and the golem.
No.
The golem and the map at that point.
For my best bag, guaranteed not to rip.
Well, the thing is we also need to see the goods to ensure it is, in fact, a best bag.
Oh, I will show it to you as soon as we've settled on what we are bringing to the table.
Well, how can we know what you're bringing to the table when we don't see it?
We'll show
you
it's my
ours
best
if you
bag.
show us yours.
As soon as you tell me exactly what you're going to give and offer me, I will show you what I am bringing and offering you, and I will lay it here on
I'll
this
steal
table,
one thing
and
of your
then
choosing.
you can bring out what you have promised.
We got a golem and we have a map.
And a book.
We have a golem and a map.
I
Is
will
that what you
steal
want?
one small item of your choosing.
One small item of my choosing.
Not including the book off of the kitty cat.
I'm just gonna, in generally, put that on all of us. You can't steal from anything from all of us.
Anywhere?
It at least has to be in the vicinity of this city.
Okay.
I think I'd rather give her the
Steal.
book. No,
Give her the book.
One thing of my choosing,
book. I want to
plus
give.
the golem, plus the map.
Nope.
Oh wait, no, that's too
No,
much.
that's way too much.
Best bag.
Nope. I'm throwing in the book, the golem, and the
No
map.
book. No on the book. Absolutely not the book.
I mean, the book doesn't have any, between you and me, the book doesn't have anything that's like particularly terrible. It's more like their Bible in a sense. It doesn't say how to release the Scorpion General, stuff like that. If I'm remembering correct. Is that correct, Becca?
no to the book.
I was pretty sure there was information in there that was a big deal, but it could at this point be wrong. I could be misremembering.
If you put the book on the table, I will take it and burn it in front of all of you.
Nice. Okay, so
Dramatic.
my big argument with this whole one small item is, what if it's like, the keys to the castle, or like,
I can get them.
I know
I have a very specific power that can accomplish this in a very short amount of time. It just has to be a small item.
My fear is that Becca's going to come up with some crazy thing that we have to go get.
And I don't want to go get something. I don't want a side mission here.
Okay, then settle for a good bag or whatever, and let's go. We'll settle. It's a deal.
You
Map
pull
on
them
the
in the
golem?
map for a good bag of holding.
That's fine.
Yes.
All right, whatever.
All right. He disappears down behind the counter, and anyone who peers over it can't see him. And then suddenly he pops back up, and this leather bag slams onto the table. It is made of this rich, almost burgundy leather, hand stitched with this very nice white thread. It is a good bag of holding. The trick is, every single time you put something inside of it, I need to remember to ask you to roll a D100. On a 100, the bag breaks open.
And everything spills out.
And everything spills out.
I like those odds.
Okay.
Also, I like this bag. I think I'll call it Ron. Ron Burgundy.
Okay.
Bad.
And then
Who
you give over the map.
wants to
and
hold
pull
the
it.
bag of holding? Yeah, I'll give over that map. I have it pretty ingrained in my mind anyway.
I'm going to put the shell in it, and I can hold the bag.
Okay.
Do I have to roll a D100 right now?
Yes, you do.
Don't fail me, dying.
I'm gonna laugh so fucking hard. Oh,
Oh, there it goes. 51.
You're fine. All right. He says, good. And you see the map disappear, and the golem kind of disappears back into a back room. And he goes,
Oh,
oh,
all right.
is there anything else?
No,
Lots
I'm good.
of information.
no, we do want info. Do you possess any information of why non-dwarves are disappearing? Or about
do.
Bracken Lake?
The reason the dwarves are or the non-dwarves are disappearing and Bracken is not related to Bracken Lake.
No, I was saying, do you have an either or information thing?
I do. I have information on why non-dwarves are disappearing.
Would you consider that a high tier information, a mid tier information, or a low tier information? Keep in mind that we can just leave this city and never come back. So if we leave it unresolved, it's not that big of a deal to us.
Mid-tier.
Mid tier is appropriate. Okay.
Do you know anything about restoring lost memories?
I do. I can help with that.
That's high tier.
I've got this bag of holding I can trade you.
Hey!
With everything still inside.
No.
That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. But I would give you I would trade these fine sandworm gauntlets that I have, made out of sandworms. Gauntlet shaped. They're magical.
I see. You trade them for information on retrieving memories.
And the armor on my back.
And the armor on your back.
Salamander armor. As I understand, it was made here.
I see. So the armor and the gauntlets for information.
Or, receiving those memories back.
Depends on the information that you have. Basically, what I'm saying is I'll get naked for you and sell you my gear. Wait a minute.
Wait, don't we have extra armor though, right?
It wouldn't fit me.
Oh, well, couldn't we modify it?
I mean, that would take money.
Yeah, we have a lot of money.
I
We
can
never.
still get clothes.
We have a stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
I mean, this person. I missed the piece earlier. Is it a dwarf?
I think it's a dwarf, but it's like a very tiny dwarf.
Sounds like it's probably a gnome.
Yeah.
Becca, could you describe him for me? Her for me? Them?
Them.
Small, wizened, ancient, dwarvish creature, about 2 feet and small.
Oh man, this couch. What happened to it?
Big eyes, scraggly beard.
I mean, I have other things if you can actually help me retrieve my memories somehow.
Other things?
Hold on. How legit is your info though? Because info is just info, but how proven is the method that you know?
It takes a strong heart and help to get memories back, especially ones that were stolen from you.
Temporarily displaced.
I'll go with that.
You still have them then, do you?
Yes. They're in this. She's still got the
Easy
dream
enough.
catcher.
It's I can. My methods are proven.
To get those memories back in
Get the memories back in
without you taking them.
without me taking them.
Seems shady enough. What's the price?
Right now, you've offered up the gauntlets and the armor. Is that what it's worth?
Yep.
Very well. I will take them.
Then I strip down to my skivvies and my bag of holding and, well, I guess my weapons.
As you strip down to your bag of holding your weapons and your skivvies, the small wizened creature disappears again. And when he comes back, he has a small, round tube sealed on each end. And he kind of pushes it forward so that it's sitting next to the armor and the gauntlets. And he says, "This spell scroll will help restore memories. And as long as you still have them, it will work every time."
Question. To the GM, do we actually have these memories in this web?
Yes.
We do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Cool. All right. Sold.
You have a tube of memory restoration scroll.
What does the tube of memory restoration scroll like? Can Trip take it out and read it?
Yeah. The old creature puts his hand on yours. He goes, "Not out loud, sweetie. Unless you want to start it now."
Sidebar.
Yes.
I know how my AC and PD would drop taking off the gauntlets because they boosted that individually because they were special.
Yes.
I don't have a copy of the book because I borrowed yours. Need to get my own. But would you be able to tell me how not having armor would affect that? Or we can figure that out
Well,
later.
we can go
Yeah,
get
it would
you
drop.
from the marketplace.
That's true. We could go get some more.
I was about to say, so what we can do at 8:26 is say you guys take the scroll, leave the armor and the gauntlets.
Yeah.
You have the scroll, you have the bag of holding.
Naked dwarf.
And
Almost naked dwarf.
Yes,
you
I feel
can
like
find basic armor. It is going to cost you
I got it.
well,
a good
actually,
set. Yes.
Can we just modify the armor that Balnay was wearing?
No. Get it for her.
To
well, here, how about
modify
this? Split the
that
difference.
will be
Is there like an enchanter here that can enchant or help get him a similar stat back?
Oh, sure, totally. I'm sure there's someone similar to Chaz.
Yeah, maybe like Franz.
Oh my word.
Bronze. The enchanter.
We can
Yes. Or somehow cousins, and we're all just like, hold on, but you're a dwarf. And we'll be like, yes, I am. How are you, cousin? Yeah.
It's totally cool.
You don't need to be related to be blood, man.
Seriously, just because we all grow up together, we all learn together.
Okay. So what's this gonna end up costing us? And
So to find leather armor and to enchant it, and later, Chris, I'll have you roll some dice to find out how it gets enchanted, unless you're super specific about it. Enchanting an item. Hang on, let me just pull up another book that has prices in it, because
1 million.
no, you're supposed to say $1.0.
you're so cute.
Fun fact, this world doesn't even know what $1 is.
I mean, I was gonna bring that up
So it
later.
could be worth 1 million gold for all they know.
Right?
All right. So some studded leather armor is like basic is going to be like 75 gold pieces. Tailored and enchanted, it's gonna run you about 3,000.
Okay. We can front that.
I mean, I would say I'd just take basic. Just give me basic armor.
Dude, we have 25,000 in a bank.
Yeah, we're fine. We have so much money, it's ridiculous.
We could buy a car.
And there is a
What's a
basic
car?
vehicle.
We could buy a small city.
I know that this is going to be super backwards, but like
No, actually,
It's
it's
actually
forward.
not.
It's forward.
3,200, and then we still have 25 in the bank. So we got a lot of money.
We could literally buy a small city.
I mean, I'll take my share out in
You
back.
can buy a house.
We should eventually one day get a point of a home, but so far we've been kind of hoboing it. So
You know, it's fine. We're
We're adventuring. Not
All right.
anyway, cool.
So, yeah, we will end the session today with you guys maybe taking up in the Wayfarers Inn with your new armor and information in the new bag. So yeah, we'll see what you guys do from here.
So basically, the summary is I just got a new outfit and a new bag.
Yeah, you do.
And Potentially memories.
Yes, you just got it was Mako for Darul.
Get my
mean,
hair done. I'll get my hair
The
done.
armor can match the bag.
Ooh, a burgundy.
Me.
Oh, I just forgot. This has a new one.
All right.
Did they?
Cool.
Next week we will be back. Thank you to all of our viewers, and especially for sticking around with the shopping trip that apparently happened.
Yeah. Our inventory management and then shopping. Yes, exciting.
It's the little things that keep a game running. Thank you so much again for watching. This is the Iconic Podcast. This is the 13th Age game. We are the heroes at the edge of desolation, the Obsidan Souls. We run every Monday night, unless disaster strikes. On Friday nights on Iconic, you can watch our 5th edition D&D game, Adventures in Gebercan. It gets worse. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, if you pop over to Ulysses International, you can watch our teammates play Torg, Eternity Shards, and we are currently playing Myth, a new game that has been released, sponsored by Ulysses International. So yeah, check us out around town. And this is Becca, your GM. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely evening.
Bye.